This segment is sponsored by New Perspective Financial Solutions. If you are a federal government employee preparing for retirement, understanding your options is incredibly important. From maximizing your thrift savings plan to preparing for inflation and healthcare costs, the right plan can make all the difference. Here to help us out with that plan today is Rick Hoskins. Rick is a financial advisor at New Perspective Financial Solutions, a DC-based firm that focuses on preparing people for retirement. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I know you work with a lot of federal government employees. Okay, so navigating that TSP, it can really feel overwhelming to a lot of people. How do you know what is right for your personal situation?
Well, I think the first thing is first understanding that how the TSP works. I love the TSP. It's a great vehicle. Okay. So when you're just starting your, government employment journey, your years before retirement, you're going to have a few options. One is going to be the C fund, you're going to have the S fund, and you're going to have the I fund. These funds are going to give you the biggest chance for increased growth over the years. Now, as you're going through your life and you're getting closer, you're thinking about retirement, well, then you're going to want to start considering things like the G fund and the F fund, because they're going to add a little bit more of a conservative mix to your portfolio and give you a little bit more balance as you're preparing for retirement, because you won't be able to take a 30% drop in the C fund if you're 2 years out from retirement. So that'll help balance that a lot.
Yeah, I can see where you'd want to be more conservative then. I know you meet with a lot of federal employees when you're sitting down with them for the first time. What do you think they have often overlooked in their retirement planning process?
So as a licensed federal retirement consultant, I meet with federal employees on the daily. And one of the most common things I see federal employees overlook is inflation and then healthcare costs. So what ends up happening is that they'll build this retirement plan, right? And they'll say, I know exactly how much I need to make per month. But then what happens is healthcare increases way faster than they originally planned. Maybe there's some type of sickness, because nobody ever really plans to be unhealthy. So when I'm sitting down and I'm helping you build their plan, we're including those costs. We're adding in inflation. We're expecting that your taxes are going to go up. So as long as we have those considerations in play, we'll be able to build a really good strategy for you that is going to be able to stand the test of time.
And it's something they didn't think about, so you can step in and point these things out.
Definitely.
Federal government pensions, how does the age of retirement impact those benefits?
So I always like to start off telling people, because who doesn't love math, right? So I always like to talk to them about how your pension is actually calculated. So what the government is going to do is that they're going to look at your years of service, then they're going to take the average of your high three. So these are going to be your 3 highest earning years and not your last 3 consecutive years. And then if you're under 62, they're going to multiply that times 1%. But if you're over 62, they'll multiply it times 1.1%. Now, the difference between that 1% and that 1.1% could be about 30% decrease in your pension benefits over time. So when you're making that decision on should I retire earlier, should I retire later, you want to make sure that you understand how that's going to affect your pension. So that's a conversation I'm having every day, especially with people that want to retire early. Because, government employees are having to go back to work now, and not everybody's a fan of that. So we're having a lot of those conversations.
Yeah, I imagine you're seeing a lot of that, because people are starting to think, am I at the right age? Should I retire now? You mentioned being conservative earlier. Some people just don't have the stomach for market fluctuations. They just can't take it. What tools do you think they should consider if that's them?
One of my favorite tools to utilize for government employees is the fixed index annuity. So you're going to have Social Security, you're going to have your pension, which is fantastic, but the fixed index annuity can provide you a third income stream that can help with those rising costs. So think of it as a protection for your money. So as long as you have those funds in that fixed index annuity, no matter if the market goes down, you never lose a dime. But you can also add other benefits to it, such as lifetime income streams. You can also add long-term care benefits. There are a lot of different things that you can mix and match with the fixed index annuity, but that also kind of leads to a bit of the problem, right? Because there's so many different types out there. How do you know which one will work for you? So that's why it's so important for you to come in, sit down with us, and we'll walk you through step by step of what's the best mix for your financial and retirement portfolio.
Yeah, look at where they are and what they want in retirement.
Exactly.
Rick, thank you so much for being here. For you at home, if that is you and you want to make sure that you are on the right track for retirement, New Perspective Financial Solutions has an offer for you. Rick wants to preserve and continue to grow your money while also helping you create a reliable income stream. So right now, for the first 5 callers and anyone else with a portfolio of $250,000 or more, he He's offering a complimentary retirement income plan. This will allow Rick's team to sit down with you personally, or you could schedule a call to make sure you are on the right track for retirement. The number to call is 240-335-8366. Again, it's 240-335-8366.